And one more important aspect of, a beneficial aspect rather of outsourcing to a country like India is for a client who is based in the Europe or in the US, by the time, or Canada for that matter, by the time they start their day, particularly for US and Canada, we already have completed our day. So one day's task in advance. And for European countries, we already have completed almost half day's task in advance.
Right.
So they can outsource to us, and they see the benefit of tasks being done in advance, so that they can focus and commit the deadlines to their clients accordingly, because they will have a clear picture that by when the task would be completed, and they can be at the peace of mind that the deadlines would be met because we are hours ahead of them.
But I feel that one of the biggest advantages, what do you think, Rahul? I think, white labeling gives agency owners a huge benefit in terms of costs. That is one of the major things that we have seen. While we give you a particular set of costs to, from our side, you can add your own margins to that, and you can put your costs, and that gives, you already know what your costs are every month. And you don't really, you know what your cost is going to be. So you can obviously add a certain, whatever the number of percentage, whatever percentage you want to add, there is a profit there. So what do you think about that?
Outsourcing to India has always been beneficial for clients based in European and US region because of the cost factor. Now imagine hiring a talent in the US with the same capabilities, same expertise against hiring a talent in India. It would definitely cost the client a fortune. Now, outsourcing to India, client saves on the cost, client saves on the time, and also very importantly, client benefits from the continuity of business. Now, let's say there is an in-house resource the client hires. Tomorrow he falls ill. He does not turn up to work. Will the business stop? It should not. But yes, there would be a dependency on that person. Now, when they outsource to companies, to white labeling partners like us, we always have a contingency plan just to ensure that the client's business is running.
Right. And also, there's also the factor that there are, apart from the teams themselves, there is a lot of tools that is required to run an SEO agency. Here, you're already getting those tools together. You're getting the team together. And these teams and these experts we are continuously trying to learn better. We are exploring, experimenting, testing, and that's one of the. I think we are already getting a team which is at the best of their working ability. So I think if you have to, and also one very important factor I think is it helps your, there is continuous support for your business, because if you tomorrow getting 10 clients, we have the flexibility, and we can offer you scalability as well. So there's this definite amount of flexibility and scalability which we've been able to offer our clients. Today you have maybe 25 clients, tomorrow you have 50 clients. You have to go, if you're running your own internal team, you have to go and hire. You have to, and hiring an expert, we all know today is very not easy at all.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So but here you only have to tell us, hey, listen, I'm adding 5 clients, and we already have the bandwidth. We create that bandwidth. We get in those people. So that's another huge worry taken off your back.
The first thing which you rightly mentioned is the access to the tools. I'll cover all the points over there. Now, everyone knows that digital marketing is based on many tools. We need to check many tools to ensure that the performance is up to the mark, and individually subscribing to those tools again is a very cost intensive matter. Now, when clients outsource to white labeling partners like us, we are working at scale. We are working with many clients. So for us, the accessibility to those tools is far easier and cost effective as compared to the clients.
Absolutely.
And also the scaling up factor which you mentioned. Yes, because we are continuously in that process wherein we are adjusting to the client requirements, and we have been in this industry for years now. So we are always prepared for either scaling up, scaling down, adjusting, modification, anything. We are always on our toes to get that thing into place.
Right.
So that headache rightly taken off from the client's head. Let's say, as you mentioned, that if from 30 clients he goes off to 35 or 40 clients. Now the scale jump is all of a sudden for the client, but for us it's a mundane practice, to be honest.
Right.
So that is of course there. And yes, since we work with many clients, it's not just one client that we are working with, we have to be constantly updated on the latest trends and practices in our business. So let's say tomorrow there is a Google update. Now we would be in utmost urgency to get to know what that update is, because it will after all affect n number of clients working with us. So we will update ourselves, and accordingly each client working with us will get the updated versions of us, as against your resource going, then learning something, then coming back implementing. The turnaround time is also more, without the guarantee of performance.
Right.